Okay, hello everybody, my name is Mavic, and today I'm gonna be showing you how to make a shulker shell farm. Now this concept isn't originated by me, it was originally made by ilmango, credit to his video, I'll leave a link to it in the description, but what I made, I optimized this farm for survival, and now I'm gonna show you how to build it in survival, yeah. So first you need all those things I have in my inventory. Netherite armor isn't necessary. So, first we need to put like 2 blocks and start building with glass. We need to build 8 blocks in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then in this direction, as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so after we've built that, we need to go 5 blocks up, and now we need to fill this whole area. Okay, so now that we've built this 6 block tall wall, we need to count 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th block is gonna be honey block. This is gonna be the place where the snow golem is located, and after that we just fill the rest of this thing with glass. What you need to do next is go 2 blocks up and put 2 honey blocks here. Then you take wall, make 2 pieces of wall, and here you place any other block. I put a red concrete block, but it really doesn't matter. You can put even normal glass here, but that's just the place where the shulker is gonna be located. So next, after you did that, you need to take those ladders, stairs. You need to put them like downwards. Let me just do that in creative real quick. You need to put them like that. That's not really difficult. You can use scaffolding in survival, but I'm just showing you this in creative so that it will be faster. Alright, so that was 6 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got rid of those. Alright, so next thing you do, you put honey blocks on these. You go 1 block up, and then you do this like letter L shape kind of thing. Nice, so you fill the rest of this with glass. Next thing you do, you count 2 blocks like this, and you put a button here. Remember, that's gonna be the spot where your shulker is gonna be. You fill this area with glass again. Then again, you should put those stairs here. Again, I'm doing this in creative. You use scaffolding in survival. That's gonna be much more convenient. You do it like this, and on the other side as well, like that. You need to put buttons under those, so the shulker, when he teleports, he doesn't teleport on top of those stairs. Now that we've done that, we need to cover this whole thing up with glass. Start here, maybe not this whole area. Put 1 glass block here and 1 honey block here. Now this area you use trapdoors. I use them with different colors, but you don't really need that. You can use whatever color you want. Yeah, just to make sure that those trapdoors are put not like that, but like this. They need to open and close exactly like that. Now after you've put those trapdoors, you need to put stairs. You put them like this on both sides. Do it like this. And when you've done that, you need to check where your snow golem is supposed to be. He's supposed to be here. So you put this trapdoor here, so you can access him. And you put another trapdoor that way, so it closes this area. And then on top of that trapdoor, you put 2 gates. I know this doesn't make sense right now, but I'll explain everything later. Just bear with me for the moment. And for the rest of the build, you just cover this whole thing up with glass. Just don't forget to put a honey block here and cover the rest with glass. When you've covered this area with glass and the gates are on top, you need to put 5 blocks more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cover this whole area up with glass. Now, when you've done this whole thing, you need to make sure that this whole glass square is 17 by 17, because 17 by 17 is the area where Shulker can teleport. So now that we've done that, let me just take some other blocks, like granite for example. Now what we do, we need to go 1 block up, 1 block to the side, and here you place obsidian. That obsidian is 1 block higher, which is 9 blocks, and that way Shulker can't teleport on it. And what you do now is you cover this whole glass square with frame of some sort. I'll use creative for myself, but I'm in scaffolding. And according to my calculations, you should have just enough obsidian for that. Now your farm is basically ready. You just break those blocks to the bottom and basically you're done. What I would do for safety, and I will explain this later, is I will put buttons all over this thing just to play it safe. I haven't checked if this will work fine without those buttons, but I mean, it's better to spend 10 minutes of your day putting those buttons up rather than spending another hour looking for a shulker in the end dimension and bring him back to here. So I'll put those buttons real quick and I'll be back. Okay, so I've covered this whole thing with buttons. Buttons isn't the only thing you can cover those blocks with. You can use signs, you can use trapdoors, they will do as well. And the thing that I also need to mention is that you need to fill up this bottom layer, not with buttons, but with signs. Because you're gonna need those signs to prevent water. And if you use buttons, the water will just flush those buttons away. And Shulker will be able to spawn in this area. Alright, so after putting those signs, we're basically done with the overworld part of the structure. Now I'm gonna teach you how to do the nether part. Okay, so we're in the nether now. Now I'm just experiencing a bit of lag because I've only entered this dimension now. And what you want to do, you want to break this portal and you want to go directly above it. You want to exit the nether and go onto nether roof. There are plenty of tutorials on YouTube on how you can do that, but I'll just do that quick because I can in creative mode. Alright, so we're on top of the nether. That's the nether roof, and we've remembered this block is where we came. So basically you need to go not as high as you want, but I think that height is enough. I'm not saying that you should go this high, maybe 15 blocks, maybe 10 blocks will be enough, but I'll just go this high. We make a portal here now, and if we light it up, we can check that we come back through this very portal. Okay, so I'm back, and now I'm gonna show you what you need to build in the nether. So once you have this portal, you need to build like 8 blocks this direction. Like any direction you want, this or that, it doesn't matter. It just has to be 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You build 5 blocks this way, like it should be extended one way. And then you fill this whole area up. Then you break this block, I'll tell you why later. But now you need redstone blocks. You need lots of redstone, because you need to power rails, and you put them like this. And then you need to choose one side. I'll choose this one. You go 8 blocks, 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You put 4 blocks of redstone. 3, 4. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks more. Here you make like a little platform. You make it 4 blocks wide. And now you go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You put again 4 blocks of redstone, and you go all the way back, and you make like a little this thing so that the rail can go around. This may seem a bit complicated, but I'll explain that just in a second. We just need to make sure that we can do that in survival, because the thing that was shown in ilmango's video is only working perfectly in creative, when you can just spawn shulkers at your own will whenever you want. And now we need to use rails. I'll use power rails because I can, but you can use any rails you want as long as they succeed going back and forth without stopping. We do this, and we replace the stop one with slabs. Now each time a minecart will go this direction, it'll go up, and then it'll go down. We make it long and nice, and then you make this. And now there's a really important moment. You need to put, I used 4 activator rails. You put 2 here and 2 here. It should be 2. 1 isn't enough because in some cases shulker, when it'll go out of the minecart, it'll spawn on top of that rail, or it'll just jump in the minecart and go further here. We don't need that. That's why we use activated rails. Then you cover this thing up with these, and it just so happens that when we put a block here, this thing doesn't have any power, and it's very useful for us because that way we can use that later. Okay, so after you've put those 4 blocks of redstone, you need to go 1 block deeper, like that. Don't use dirt, use any block you want. Oh, actually it's supposed to be hoppers. Hold on a second. You go down, you go here, this, and these are chests. You place those hoppers, you place rails on top of them, and then when you put them, you put minecarts with hoppers on them. After that, you break those rails, and you need to use dirt blocks, pistons, and a lever to push those 2 down. You do it just like that. After you've done that, those blocks are gonna suck in everything that will fall on them, just like that, and put those in a chest. Then you put 2 with roses on those, and now that's gonna be the killer chamber for the shulkers. Then you need to use this one road that we've built earlier and extend it. Now here's gonna be a very important step that you need to not miss, because otherwise it's not gonna work. You press F3, and when you build this thing, when you face the outcome, you should be facing south. Now this is the direction I'm facing south, so I'm gonna make this construction in this direction. You need to go like this, that way rails don't awkwardly collide with each other, and we still make this thing. Now we'll power them up whenever you want, just to make sure that those rails can deliver the minecart. I think we're far enough right now, so it's time we make the second construction. Remember, we need to face south in order for this to work. Now we need to make the redstone block. It's gonna be the place where we depart our guest, aka Shulker. Okay, so after we build those 3 blocks, we need to make sure that we face south when we look that direction, or if you can do that, just make sure when you walk it's towards positive Z direction. Okay, so after we've done that, we just copy what I do from this moment. 2 blocks like this, 2 blocks like this, like we make a little circle. I'm gonna explain what it does in a second. We make it like this. Now you stand on this block, and you go 1 block this direction, 1 block of redstone, then you go 2 blocks here, like this, then you go 3 blocks this direction, and then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you do like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. You close this one, and you build this entire area up. Oh, and when you face like this, when you stand on this redstone block, make sure that this one is redstone block as well. You make another little circle, you make it here, just like that. What you do here is you build like I build, that way it will work. It's very important to keep the order of placement those rails right now. So you place 3 like that, then you go and place normal rails like this, like that, then you go like this and place a powered one, and then it's really important here. You place this one, then you break this one, and then you place these 2, just like that. That way you have this like S formation, and it's very useful for us. Then you go to this block. This is gonna be the place where our shulker will be deported, and you use a stone pressure plate. Then you make this thing, redstone and stuff, and you connect it with this rail. It's important, and you make it go all the way around up to here, and that way you connect it to this one. Now, why am I building this contraption? I'm building it so that we can save shulker, the very first one, for later. Now, what happens if a shulker places here itself? Those switch, and when minecart comes, it loops itself there. And after that, when we pick up the shulker, the pressure plate is no longer active, and minecart goes back in business. And now we need to connect this redstone signal with those rails. You do that by placing them like this, going around, and doing like that. Like this, nope, like this, then go around, like that. And then you just simply connect this with the main thing. Alright, so I've done that. I've made the, oh, hold on. I've made the redstone signal, and now if we turn this pressure plate on, these minecarts are gonna start coming. Oh wait, we need to put minecarts first. Now this one and that one, they're gonna be stuck there. But as soon as we put a shulker on it, or ourselves, they're gonna activate and start going. I'm making this step because the shulker's new mechanic is a chance based. So there is a chance that shulker will not spawn another shulker, but would rather teleport itself without giving you any profitable outcome. So to prevent that, I made this little system so that when the first shulker comes here, it immediately gets picked up by this minecart and gets saved for later. Also, there is a slight chance that shulker can simply kill itself without giving you any profit. Make sure to put buttons all over the place, here, 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 everywhere. Everywhere you can, you need to put buttons. The portal should be covered in them. Again, you can use trapdoors, you can use anything else, signs for example, but you need to make sure that no block is able of being placed to shulker in it. Redstone blocks, you need to cover them up. You need to cover those dirt blocks here, don't forget about them, because you can forget and that's gonna be trouble. Okay, so I think I've made the area safe. I think there are no longer any places where shulkers can spawn. Yeah, so let's test this thing again. So we spawn a shulker, those minecarts don't come for him. It gets picked up by this minecart. It gets delivered to that pressure plate. We can see that from there. Okay, so apparently you need to put the shulker here. Right, so apparently this will work now. So if we pick up the shulker, it travels here, it gets picked up and it puts itself on the plate. And now other stuff happens, like those minecarts, and they start picking up those shulkers. They get put here, and you can put multiples on one block. It doesn't matter, as long as it's fine. and this minecart just chills here in the circle, and they die, and their stuff comes in this chest. So now we've tested the nether part. Now let's go. Oh, hold on, wait, buttons, important, la 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 la. Right, this is important, because if this creature started killing me, I wouldn't do anything. Like, see, that happens. Okay, so now that we've built this little contraption on trapping Shulker here, we need to make him go back home. To do that, we use slabs again. You just need to make area to deliver this bad boy back. Like you see, you need to put buttons before you test this thing, so that this stuff doesn't happen. And now we make a portal. You make a portal, you use buttons, and everything is fine. Also, one tip, after I'll finish this portal with buttons, I'll tell you. Alright, so I've done that. So when you make this platform, and you will come here with a boat to get this shulker back, the shulker is gonna shoot you, okay? You need to prepare yourself for that. So we make this platform. It's not high, it's jump high, but he can't teleport here. So you make that roof for yourself. Trust me, it's gonna save you a lot of time and a lot of lives. Now make a little backup platform here, so that we don't fall off ourselves. We cover everything in buttons. It's really important. Not a single block should be left. Alright, so place buttons. Also, don't forget about the ceiling. And now we will be working on the delivery system to deliver this shulker back home. So we need to go back to our original portal. And as we do, we need to look at the place where shulker is supposed to be. It's this block here. So we need to know the height of the block. This one. So this height is 73. We need to keep that in mind. Alright, so the height we need to go to is 73. So we need to break this portal and go higher. We go higher. This block is 73. That's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we build another portal here. Now make sure that no block is placeable for shulker again, because we don't want it to escape. We cover this thing with buttons, and as we do, the shulker will spawn in the overworld, and it will place itself on the very special place. Alright, so we need to remember the coordinates of our original portal. Let me write those down. It's gonna be 108 and 94. Okay, and this is, like you see, 440. That's really far. 400. Okay, 432 and 42. And what we need to do is connect them with a road of ice. Okay, so I'm back with the delivery system. That's gonna be a road that will take us to the working place. And we also need to make sure that we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks in each direction, covered with buttons. So now as we place those buttons, I don't want shulker to spawn in the nearest blocks. So I'm gonna put those buttons here and leave this area for the shulker. Make sure to have a roof, because this crazy shulker is gonna knock you in the air pretty damn often. It's gonna be bad times for you. Okay, so now that I'm done with the portal, let's get to the place where I'll show you how to build the receiving part of this road. So as you can tell, this is really fast. It's much faster than getting shulker from end dimension. And now that we're here, yeah. So as you can tell, I've turned off this portal, and as you can see, this is the block where the shulker is supposed to be. So to make sure that it teleports only here, we need to make this little area 1 block away, it's really interesting and convenient, and you need to make sure that this area, this receiving area, you can make it a bit thicker, just like that. But you need to mark a special area, for example like this, where you will leave the shulker for it to teleport, and counting from this area. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. The rest isn't important. You can do that with normal blocks if you want, doesn't really matter. You can do this with ice to continue your ice road, but I believe you can do whatever you want, okay? As long as this area is covered with buttons. Also, what I would recommend you to do is put honey blocks, 2 like this, so you can hide and you can see through and break the boat with the shulker. Okay, so right now I'm gonna be showing you how to recharge the system after you've done building it, or after shulker died, and the snowman died. If you hear like boom, portal's broken. Good times. After you did that, you need to make a snow golem. You to climb up here. It's very easy. Okay, so you can use those. You open those, come here, you break this honey block, you build the snow golem, and then you close him up. Then you escape this thing. Make sure to close this trapdoor here, and you close everything. Make sure that those trapdoors are closed as well, otherwise it's gonna be a problem. You're gonna use a lot of scaffolding, like maybe 6 stacks, maybe 7 stacks, I don't know, but just repeat after me what I'm doing here. 1 second. So you put those scaffoldings like that, then you put them up a lot. And those buttons at the top actually prevent you from placing extra scaffoldings by stopping you. So this is actually very convenient. And you go up again. Okay, so after you've done that, you need to go to each side and go up again, so that shulker wouldn't spawn on those obsidian blocks. Now you go up. You can do that in survival. You don't need to fly for this. You go here, and using shift you make sure to place scaffolding here as well. Then you go to the other side using those gates, and you repeat the same process on this side. Okay, so after you've done doing this, you need to do one more really important step, is go to the top and put 1 block in each slot here. This will prevent shulker from teleporting on the top layer of obsidian, and if you forget that, that's gonna be really bad. And last but not least, we need to put buttons on the bottom layer of those scaffoldings, because shulker is gonna spawn here, and that's gonna be big trouble for you. So we go around here, use buttons and place them all over the place. Alright, now this thing is done, trapdoors are closed, and now we're ready. Let me demonstrate to you in the survival mode how the whole process looks. Okay, so the shulker is being transported, it's on the thing, and now we go there. Like, it doesn't matter if he hit us or not, like, we're under the roof, so we place a boat, get him in the boat, and now we roll. Now we go back to the portal, just like that. Make sure that the shulker is gonna be in the portal. We escape the boat, break it, and shulker is through. Now we go through. And get ready to pick up the boat. We have it, we place it up just like that, and we roll.
Now we need to get that shulker to the place. It's fairly easy using this type of transportation. Like you see, we've traveled 400 blocks like that. Pretty neat. And now we go and place the shulker
in the place like this. We do it like that. We go hide. We immediately go hide. Remember to use shield, and we break the boat. now the shulker's here. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna go in creative right now. We'll wait, and the shulker teleported. We're easy. And the shulker is on his place, where he's supposed to be. Now, we go back into survival. Because I'm showing you this in survival. Shulker can shoot you through honey blocks, so you need to be careful. You go here, and you go and break those scaffoldings. You break the bottom layers, and that's gonna cause a lot of lag, but this is fine. God. Okay, so as you can tell, you'll need a lot of scaffolding for that. Now we go to this side. You can do this in survival. I'm just fastening up. You break all of that. All the scaffolding is broken to lead up to portals.
You do it in survival. And now you go here.
I'm in survival. Everything's fine. We go up there. We go here. And we... Oh, so loud. And we open up all those things. And as we do so, the farm is ready. Now we go in spectator. Let's spectate. One second. The snow golem is shooting the shulker. New shulker spawns. Everything's fine, and the farm is working. Let's go check what's going on in the Nether. Creative. We go through the portal, and as you can see, shulkers are here. The extra shulker is being teleported here. It's supposed to be like, yep. Though it's picked up, it goes here. It's placed, and then those two start rolling, and they use them to put it there, and they're being killed. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Hopefully you'll get a lot of shulker farms like this. And basically, yeah, that's it. Thank you for your attention. Bye.